So when you're picking out a rod for cranking, a good beginner rod is just a medium moderate action rod. It's going to have a soft enough tip, going to have more of a parabolic bend. You'll be able to play those fish better and keep those treble hooks pinned. The other thing you want to look for in a rod is the length. Something to take into consideration because the longer the rod, the further the cast generally. And the further the cast with a crankbait, the longer you can keep that crankbait on the bottom in the strike zone. The other thing to consider is graphite or glass. Graphite's stronger and more sensitive. Odds are you're not going to get as much of a parabolic bend as you would with glass. When it comes to your reel, the main thing that you want to be concerned with is the gear ratio. So the higher the gear ratio, the more line is going to be reeled in per handle turn. So basically, when you're cranking, if you have a higher gear ratio reel, the bait's going to move through the water faster and out of the strike zone faster. With a lower gear ratio reel, that crankbait's going to stay down longer in the strike zone. So generally, what you want to crank with is a lower gear ratio reel. I keep it in the 6 range, so this is a 6 to 1. I don't go above 7. That's just me, though. And that's really it. I mean, unless you want to go out and buy a rod specifically designed for cranking, you can get a pretty decent setup with that.